this is Louise from Jumpstart Dance, and this is another week of creative ideas for dancing, getting a little bit of PE done, and also a bit of learning, because today we're linking in again with the curriculum, and this is particularly Key Stage 2 curriculum, and specifically it's normally Year 6 that look at World War II. So today we're going to imagine that we are World War II soldiers, and I'm going to teach you a soldier dance. And you guys are going to have a go at learning some of the actions. I'm linking in also with the idea of street dance. So there's going to be a street dance flavour to some of the choreography today. So you need to make sure you've warmed yourselves up. I'm going to teach you 4 different skills that you need for this dance today, and then we're going to put it all together. At the end of the video, there's a short example of me with my children having a go together. You can watch that, you can copy it, or you can ignore that bit completely, but that's there for you. The music is in the links below, so we're going to be using the White Stripes song, Seven Nation Army. We can't play it at the same time because we don't have the rights to the music, but it's great if you can get it on in the background while you're using it, because it really creates the atmosphere that we need today to be our soldiers. If you've got any comments about the video, then please feel free to add them in below. We're at primaryschooldance.co.uk, and also please share this video so that as many people as possible can have a go. All right, so I will see you in a second, and we are going to be doing our 4 different key moves we need to be street dance World War II soldiers. As I mentioned, we are looking at World War II, and today's dance is focusing on some of the moves that look like soldiers fighting in World War II. You guys can decide whether you're one of the Allied forces like Great Britain or the United States of America, or maybe you're going to be one of the Axis forces like Germany or Japan. So decide on which country you are aligned with. And then I'm going to teach you some basic skills to start with, and then we're going to put them together into a dance. So there's 4 different dance moves you're going to need to know today. The first one is some basic marching. Okay, so I'm sure all of you know how to march. So let's just have a little practice. We're lifting one knee and the other. Now what I want you to think about is a little bit about the technique. So in particular where the knees are going, because what we don't want is the knees going like this, because that's really bad for your hips. So I want you to think about your knees pointing upwards towards the ceiling all the time. And then we're swinging our arms, so our opposite arm is going to the other leg. And because we're soldiers, rather than it being a small march, we're going to lift the knees right up and swing our arms nice and long and straight. So that's our first action we need, that's marching. Something else that we're going to do with our feet, not for very long, but it's another skill you need to know, is just we're going to swizzle with our feet. So that's the technical term I'm using today, a swizzle. So let's practice swizzling just with one leg first. So you're just going to move your toe and then your heel so that your foot goes away from the rest of your body. And then we can bring it back in again. And then we'll practice it on the other side. So we're going across like this, and then bringing that back in again. Okay, so we're going out with one leg, and then we can bring it in, and then on the other leg, we do that again. Okay, now let's try doing it with both feet. So we're going out and in. So it doesn't matter whether it's your toes or your heels starting first. It could be your toes that start it, or it could be your heels. But try and get it so that both of your feet are doing the same thing. So it's either both of your heels moving or both of your toes going. Otherwise, it gets a bit like this. So that was move number 2, swizzling with the feet. Move number 3. We're going to practice doing what's called a top rock. So we're going to move one of our feet, and it's going to cross the body to the other side. So I'm going to use my right leg, and in fact, do you know what, before we do that, let's just practice something else first. So this is the basic move. We're just going to take one foot out and dig the heel into the floor, and then the other foot, we're going to dig that into the floor and bring it in. So we're alternating our right leg and our left leg, so it goes right, left, so it goes out and in, out and in. Okay, so have a go at that and just pick up the action of your heel going out and then stepping it back in. Okay, so with our dancing today, we are making it have a slight street dance flavour to it. So we're turning that now into a top rock. So rather than the heels going forwards, we're now going to take it on a diagonal. So you're going to go across the body like this. So that's a bit more of a balance challenge because we're going from side to side and also we're crossing that leg over. So what I'm not doing is taking the legs out to the side like this, because in this version my legs are never crossing over. What we're doing is we're crossing over to the side. Imagine you have got an imaginary line that separates your right side of your body and your left side of the body. What we're going to do is cross over that imaginary line with the different parts of our body. So we're going to take the right leg and cross it over to the left side, and then the left leg is going across to the right side. So let's just practice that a few times. So we're going across, so the legs meet and then they go away. Now, if this was a traditional street dance class, normally you'd add in some arms that go backwards like this, and I'm pushing my hips forward. Okay, so this is quite a traditional street dance top rock move. However, we're soldiers, so I'm going to adapt it slightly and we're just going to make it look a bit more soldierly. We're keeping the same action with our legs, but this time with our arms we're going to do a salute. So it looks like this. Okay, ideally you want to go for your right leg going across and your left arm saluting. Okay, so we're working with opposites. So we're working a lot today on our coordination. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let's try it all together. So you're going to get your right leg and it comes across to the left side and we're going to salute. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. So cross and cross and cross and cross. 4 more. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Excellent. If you've not got that yet, that's absolutely fine if it's all new to you. There's a lot of coordination going on there with crossing over the midline and doing opposite arms and legs. Why don't you rewind this little part of the video and have another practice just to build your confidence up a bit. So, our final move involves our arms. We practiced a little bit of a salute in our top rock a moment ago. So we're going to stick with that idea of saluting, but what we're going to do now is just make a little bit of a pattern with our arms. I'm just going to step back a bit because I'm going to lift my arms right up and I want to make sure my arms are still in shot. So we're just going to lift our right arm up and bring it down, and our left arm and bring it down. So that's our basic salute, left arm. But to make it a little bit more interesting, we're going to salute, then we're going to take it on a diagonal, then we're going to bring it into a vertical line, and then we're going to slice it down. So that was salute, diagonal, lift it up, slice. And then we're going to try it on the other side. So then it goes with your left arm, salute, diagonal, bring it up into a vertical line, and slice it down. So the left side again was salute, diagonal, up, down. So it's 4 different actions on the right side, then on the left side. Let's try it slowly all together first. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then as fast as you can. Okay, all right. Now it won't be as fast as that in the dance, but we're just working again a little bit on our coordination and just having a practice. So they're the 4 key moves we're going to need today. We're going to use those now to create a World War II soldier dance. So we're going to start off like this, and the first action we do is those saluting gestures with our arms that we've just been practicing. We're going to do that 4 times, and it's just nice steady speed. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that again. Right side, left side. Brilliant. From here, we're going to do a jump, and as we land, we're going to open out our legs, so we're sort of in a little bit of a squatting position like this. When we do that, I'm going to be doing this, but you can do that if you like as well, but I'm going to make a nice big noise. So I'm going to go, ha! And I'm going to stare forward as if I'm looking into the eyes of the enemy. So our feet are together, we're going to jump up, and as we land, we're going to open them out, and we're bending in our knees nice and softly. Ready, steady, go! Brilliant, so let's try one more time. When you land, make sure you land on your toes first, and then your heels. And we've got nice bent knees so that we're not hurting our back. So let's try that one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, go! Well done. Right, so we're staring into the eyes of our opposition. And then, using our footwork that we were practicing earlier on, we're going to swivel our feet back together. Okay, so ideally, the count, so the timing for this will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you've got 1 count to jump, and then we're pausing for 3 counts and staring, and then we're sliding our feet back in together for counts 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's try all of that together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as I said earlier on, it doesn't matter whether your toes or your heels move first, just make sure you're moving them so you end up with your feet back together for our next move. And that is a march. So we practice this, we're thinking about lifting our knees up, we're trying not to cross the body on this move, and we're just doing it nice and smartly like a soldier. So we're going to march for 8 counts on the spot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant, so that's nice and straightforward. However, what we're going to do now, because we're soldiers and we're thinking about different directions and where we may need to travel to fight our enemy, we're going to change directions. So, we're going to take it into quarter turns. So that is how many degrees? 90 degrees. So you're going to turn 90 degrees to your right. So we're going to do it on the spot first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to turn 90 degrees to our right. So that's this way. So we've done a quarter turn, and immediately we're going to march for another 8 counts facing this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, we're going to do another 90 degrees. So we were facing this way. Our first 90 degree turn to this direction. So our next 90 degree turn is going to turn to which direction? Yeah, the back. So we're going to turn to the back, and we're going to do another 8 marches facing that new direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to turn again. So the only direction we've not been in yet, which is another 90 degree turn, is to face this way. Then we do a final 8 counts facing this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we turn eventually back round to face the front for another 8 counts back where we started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's practice that all together. It's 90 degrees turning every time, and we're doing 8 marches in each of those positions. I will clap like this when it's time to change to face a new direction, so that you can hear it even if you can't see it because you're facing away from the screen. Are you ready? Yes! All right, let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So hopefully you've gone round in a circle, and eventually we've got back to face the front. So that is the end. Oh no, it's not. I was going to say it's near the end of the dance. I nearly forgot our top rock that we need to add in. So let's just recap for a moment, because that'll probably be helpful for me as well. We have done our saluting. We do this 4 times. Last time. Then we do our big jump. Ha! We stare. We bring our legs in. Brilliant. And then we're going to do our marches that we've just practiced. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Obviously not quite that fast. Last little bit, our soldier top rock. So with your right leg, you're going to bring that across the body like we practiced earlier on. So it goes right, left, right, left. So that was 4 times. And ideally you're going with your right leg across first. And then let's practice doing that again, but this time with our saluting arms. So with your right leg, we're going 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Okay, so it's just those 4 moves. Let's try that again. So right foot coming across. Remember, we're not keeping them to the same side. We're going across the body. So our knees are kind of together, and then they're separating. Okay, let's try that again. Right side first, across this way. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Last time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now that is the end of our street dance moves that I'm going to be teaching you today. So let's recap. We're going to do it all together, all the way through, all at the same time. And I want you to think about, doesn't matter if you go wrong, it doesn't matter what it looks like, but what the important thing is that you just really try your best and think about being one of those countries that took part in World War II. Maybe have a think about how they felt as they were fighting, even if they're terrified, even if they're one of the new recruits that doesn't really know what's going on, you've got to look brave. All right, so even if this goes horribly wrong, don't worry about it, but just try and keep that brave, strong expression in your faces and in your movements. So let's go all the way from the top. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Again. Brilliant. Big jump. Ha! Marching. Turn. Turn again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. We're going into top rock. Ha. Da, 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 da. Brilliant. 2 more. Last one. Well done. I think you should give yourself a round of applause there. That was fantastic. So, that is my choreography. That's what I've made up. But what I would like to know is, what could you add on after that? Because this last move isn't really an ending. In fact, it's quite tricky just to hold this position still. So what we do in all of our classes is add in a creative element. So this is your opportunity now to add something else in. For example, you might decide that you've got some weapons. You might decide you've got maybe a grenade and you're going to throw it. Maybe you have got some other kind of weapons and you're going to use them. Maybe you're going to add in a turn as you do that. Maybe you can think of some other actions that you might need to do in order to get closer to the enemy, or maybe to escape from the enemy. So maybe we're charging and going forwards, or maybe we're retreating and going backwards. So something we might do to go forwards, especially to keep ourselves safe, is to get right down on the floor and move along like this. So to master that move, and it is particularly difficult on carpet, but to master that move, what's really important is, if you can't do it yet, or you've not tried it before, is to use your toes on the floor. You've really got to push up on your toes to move. And just try it slowly and carefully, because you could get friction burn on the carpet. So just make sure you're moving carefully, and you might want to cover up your elbows and your knees if they get sore. So what you're doing on the floor is just bringing your elbow and your knee together like this. So that's exactly what you're doing along the floor, but obviously you're this way along. So you're down, and then we're moving forwards. Okay, fantastic. You might add in some sort of roll. So your roll might look like this. Okay, or maybe right down on the floor, Who knows? So I'm going to give you 30 seconds to try out your own ideas to finish off our dance. So either moving forward, attacking, or maybe retreating or defending yourself. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Are you ready? I'm going to try out some moves. 2, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, did you try out some ideas? Fantastic. So whatever you've just done, keep that, replay the video again and use that as your ending. Choose the last thing you do as a still position and just hold it for a few seconds so that you feel like you've finished your dance. Now, Maisie and Oscar and myself have created our own version and we've just added on a short ending onto the dance that I've taught you today. So if you'd like to have a look at that, then it will be coming up very shortly. The music that we would like to use for this choreography, I've added in the links below. So have a look at that. It's a White Stripes tune and it's called Seven Nation Army and it works brilliantly for this dance. So why don't you practice the moves, put that music on and put it all together. I hope you've really enjoyed this. Go in and watch our version of it, try out your own and I shall see you again soon. Thanks, bye.